welcome back to the end of another week. What did we do? Honestly, not much because I've been sick. But I cleared out all the pallets that were piled up there. The wisteria here got a haircut. Unfortunately, I'll zoom in because if you can see up there, the main vine like comes in here and then kind of loops around and actually goes around this post, which is definitely less than ideal. So unfortunately for me to fix that means that I basically have to cut all of this growth off, which is like painful to do for me. So since I gave it such a haircut already, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it this year with the little loop-de-loop. Let it grow in, kind of see how it flushes out, and we'll go from there because I don't want to get all crazy with it. This week was insanely cold. I'll throw in some photos. However, like you can see here, like the lantana completely dead. I mean, not completely dead. I will have to cut it back to its root, but it's okay. The spider plant under here, the parts that were exposed to the cold are dead, but actually the rest of it is pretty good. So last year I didn't cover it and the whole plant turned black. This year I covered it, so you can really see the difference between like the stuff that got frozen and the stuff that was protected. So I'm leaving it because we're still expecting another 2 or 3 nights of below freezing, but so far it looks pretty good. This little plant I went ahead and dug up around here because it was going all kinds of wild and crazy, so hopefully this is fine. I had also trimmed back this, so in the freezes this week, the stem itself seems to be in pretty good shape, so that's a good sign. Up in the garden, like I say, it was cold. So if I haven't already, like I say, I'll throw in some photos of earlier this week because it was pretty insane. I've completely used up the mulch and basically all of the compost. The neighbor, though, actually swung by and offered to dump horse manure. Ooh, yeah, so if you have smell-o-vision, you would smell it. But yeah, horse manure and straw. He's actually, so this is one load for him, and he's gonna go ahead and bring me another load. Fortunately or unfortunately, that stuff's pretty fresh, so it's actually very, very warm. I won't be able to use it in the garden for several months. So we are expecting another load of compost, and once the compost and another load of the horse manure arrives, we'll go ahead and get the mulch because the mulch always goes kind of right there. And the compost, I mean the horse manure, the guy brings his tractor up and then pulls his tractor in, reverses it, dumps the horse manure, and then comes back and reverses out. So he needs this spot for his maneuverability. So I'm talking with the mulch guy, but I went ahead and delayed that delivery because this guy's super fast with delivering. These guys were supposed to deliver this week and didn't, so I'm still waiting. Like, we need to call them on Monday and figure out where the compost is because we've already paid for it and we just need it delivered. And what I may end up doing is actually trying to get the compost delivered more over in that area adjacent to the horse manure, rather than over here. And then maybe rather than having the mulch delivered there, I could have the mulch delivered here. But we'll see what happens. For the rest of the thing, the trees I had already protected the other day, so that's looking pretty good. I used the rest of my mulch to kind of continue on here, but I need to keep working my way through all of this black material and just keep getting it mulched. I dug up that plant down there, and I replanted its little offshoots here. I don't know if they've survived. This one looks pretty good, but this one has some green on it, so we'll kind of see. Online says that when you do them by root divisions, it may or may not work, so we'll see what happens. I think I mentioned that I got a bunch of plants from Ireland, so I did get some more of my pots. So all of my different mints are in here, and I have one more mint that I need to plant, but I don't have enough pots. You can see, like, this guy, this poor guy, didn't get covered for the freeze, so he's looking pretty bad. And I hope he comes back. I mean, this guy, I forget what this plant is called. But it's like super, like, you just cut it and plant it and it grows back. So he should be okay, but we'll see. This guy also did not get protected because I wasn't really paying attention. And I didn't really understand how cold it was actually going to get. So he looks pretty bad. But I'm going to go ahead and leave him. Hopefully the roots are still intact and then he'll just grow back. But we'll have to see. Shockingly, things like the oregano did just fine. And the parsley did, I mean, parsley isn't surprising, but parsley did just fine. The onions are still looking okay. I mean, I'm not seeing any bulbs, but it is what it is. Here we have some shallots that had started to grow, so I went ahead and stuck those in quite a bit ago. But I also put in my my elephant garlic that I picked up from the guy in Ireland. So you can't see it now, but hopefully in the next little while we'll start having some little shoots come up from the elephant garlic. And then this is a perpetual leek that I also got from Ireland. And I went ahead and planted it because it's a leek, but like you can see, like, the freeze really kind of did a number on it. So so we'll see what happens. Parsley is doing great, and I'm super excited because I actually got a great deal on an Excalibur dehydrator used for like 30 euros delivered, which is awesome. So I went ahead and snatched that up, and I have it in the kitchen. So we're gonna start dehydrating the parsley and the thyme and things of that nature. The nasturtiums are definitely goners. I know I've been mentioning, like, oh, like, one of these freezes eventually will make the nasturtiums bite the dust. They have officially bitten the dust. I started kind of pushing them back into their beds, but I'm planning on actually completely removing them probably this week. I did get around to removing the physalis, so I'll show some photos of what this guy looked like earlier this week. But yeah, basically the freeze just completely wiped him out, at least the upper growth. And then I've gone ahead and I've cut him down to stubbies, which I'm hoping will go ahead and grow back, but I guess we'll see. I did manage to harvest some extra little physalis fruits. So these are all my bonus physalis fruits. Only I finally accepted the fact that I'm actually allergic to these. Every time I eat these, they make my tongue swell up. Not enough to cause like anaphylactic shock or anything, but they definitely give my tongue a very weird feeling. So despite how much I love them, I might end up having to give them up, but I'm going to keep growing them. I'm probably going to keep eating them, even though I probably shouldn't, but we'll see. This guy did really, really well, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that guy. this is all, this is his haircut. So the whole giant mess of a dead plant that was here got cut up and put there, but that's going to end up going into the compost. I think I mentioned earlier that I gave up on these aubergines. I haven't unraveled the plants that I've tried to overwinter out here. The plants that I'm overwintering in the house, I think the aubergines are dead, but I'm not sure. The peppers are doing fine though. So, and if I come here, yeah, you can actually see. So like right now it's 7.5 degrees Celsius. Our minimum this week was. Okay, so we'll clear that, and that way we can start a fresh week. What else happened this week? If I come out over here, I'm not going to walk all the way down there, but you can see my little dryer thing is out there, and that's because our cat decided to barf all over our duvet. So I got the fun time of having to hand clean that and then dry it out in the air in like not optimal conditions. And then if I zoom in too, you can see over here we have like this pipe that goes up. I'll throw in some pictures because earlier we had like this extended into the ceiling, and that was to pass inspection for the septic. But this winter we've had a horrible problem with basically like the septic is around the corner there, and smells have been coming up inside the bathroom, like horrendous smells like you don't even want to imagine. We basically haven't been using the bathtub or the shower unless the window's open, and we have like -0 degrees C temperatures, so that's really not fantastic. So he put like a one-way valve up there, which is supposed to apparently clear up any smells in the house. So hopefully that works. And if it doesn't, we'll have to troubleshoot again. Things to come. I am clear. Oh, let me zoom back out. Okay. Things to come. I'm still cleaning out the garden. I have the perpetual kale, which is going to go here. So I'm going to be moving all of those bins somewhere else, at least temporarily, and then prepping that space to plant the perpetual kale. Hopefully that'll happen this week after the weather gets above 0, because I didn't want to risk like putting in cuttings and then having them die on me, because it took a month for me to get these cuttings from Ireland. So I don't really want to like have them bite the dust right away. So this week I'm hoping to do that, provided that the weather plays nice with me. I'm planning on putting the tarp on the chicken coop, and that way if we get any winds, I can see how the winds react to the tarp, because we've gone ahead and like really anchored in this external cage. So I think it should hold up. So that will hopefully happen. I don't think I'm going to be getting mulch this week, even though I am talking with the guy. I'm hoping to get compost, and we should have another delivery of horse manure from the neighbors. So that will all happen this week. I've slowly started to expand the path here because I want to create, I want to kill the weeds first, and then I want to continue this mulch path up along the wood storage thing all the way to the compost area back there. So that is a work in progress. And yeah, I don't know what else we're going to be doing. I have started looking for chickens. So we're not like in a rush by any sense of the imagination to get chickens, but I've at least like started putting feelers out for chickens. If I start getting more hits, then I'm obviously going to kind of prioritize trying to get like just this enclosure done, because originally I'd like to introduce them to the coop and this small pen before we even start letting them out into the other run, and the other run isn't done. And Francis mentioned like, oh, well, once we have chickens, we're probably going to be more enticed to finish the rest of the run. So hopefully we don't have to go that route. Like, hopefully we can actually just self-motivate to finish the rest of the thing. But right now we're kind of in transition. So we're sort of stuck without like mulch or compost or anything useful. So hopefully that will get resolved this week. And I think that's basically it. There are some things in the house that I'll go ahead and show you. There's the, we spent a lot of time working on the hobby space. So now I have like a little stained glass area, and we created a little like fold out table space for soldering, and we've added a couple of tables up in there for extra like horizontal space. And we put in more upper kitchen cabinets, or hobby cabinets for storage. So we did all that. I also started making my own yogurt, which is super exciting for me because it tastes way, way, way better than the store-bought stuff. So I'm amazed. And I'm starting another batch of ginger beer, or ginger ale. It's not ginger beer because it's not alcoholic. It's ginger soda, basically. It's naturally carbonated ginger soda. So that started. I have my willow cuttings in the kitchen, which again, I'm waiting for the freeze to stop so that I can go ahead and plant them out. So yeah, lots of things to come, but that is it for this week. And I will, yeah, leave you, I guess, with views of the neighbors because I'm here. And I'll see you next week. Bye.